What's up, guys? I just arrived at the school. It's super early. Nobody's there at the moment. We have the full gym for us, and yeah, boy! I have to do a show in front of like 200, 300 kids, and it's gonna be super awesome. Let's just do it! What is up, guys? Alex Boyer here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about kids magic. If you're a magician out there and you don't do magic for kids, well, you're missing out, trust me. In this video you will learn a couple of tips to make your magic more believable for kids, more fun as well. I know that lots of you guys right now are probably saying, well, magic for kids is the easiest thing to do. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not actually. I know lots of magicians that actually don't do magic for kids just because they're not able to. It's really hard to focus, it's really hard also to always be on point, especially when kids are screaming at you. They're like, no, I saw this, and you're like, yeah. Anyway, all this to say that magic for kids is awesome and you should try a couple of times. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually doing a big tour for like a month and a half right now. My job is actually doing 4 magic classes a day plus 4 shows, and it's really awesome. So yes, it's a big month, but I love it. But today was the worst day ever. The kids were out of control. Basically, it went like this. I arrived at the destination and there's probably 100 kids. I entered the room and every door in the room are open because there's no AC in the room, so pretty much super hot. Also, I was sweating my life. It was crazy. My sweat was dripping on my cards. It was unbelievably crazy. Also, there were lots of construction in the street, so everyone could hear like the trucks and lots of noise as well. And after that show, I thought to myself, I was like, oh my god, this is probably the worst kid show that I've done in my life. And my friend told me that everyone loved it, and I was like, what? And the reason for that is that it was all in my head, because kids love magic no matter what. I was doing my usual routine. I was puking cards, doing everything like that, but in my head I was like, man, this is the worst show I've done. But no, it was great actually, and I was super surprised to hear the comments after the show. All this to say that sometimes when you perform, it's all in your head, but sometimes it can be really good for you because you're questioning yourself. All this to say that doing magic for children is awesome. So let me give you a couple of tips if you want to make your magic more awesome with kids. First of all, if the kids say, oh my god, Mr. Magician, I know that trick. I know lots of you guys are like, you know, super angry about that, but what they're saying is not that they know how it works. They're saying that I know that trick. I already saw that trick before, and that's okay. We should be proud of that. We should say to ourselves, nice, there's lots of other people that saw magic, right? Magic is meant to be shared. So, and this also means that the kids are super excited to see what you're going to do and to perform. So rule number 1, don't be angry at kids. I see so many magicians that does this, and it's bad for you, it's bad for your reputation, and it's bad for your image as well. Just be cool. And you know what? When kids scream things at you when you do a show, it's really rare that everyone hear it, right? It's all about you. It's because you take it personal. Don't take it personal. Just chill and continue what you're going to do. Tip number 2, take advantage of everything that's happening in your show. Let me give you an example of that. Let's say you take a sponge ball and you give it to a kid, and the kid take it and it falls on the ground. Don't be all like, oh, you know, super angry, or like do something funny with it. First of all, 2 things can happen. The kid can either smile and laugh, or the kid can be sad, right? Because maybe he thought that you ruined your trick. So take advantage of that. Take the sponge ball, place it in your hand and say something like, no, like this. Place it like that, and on purpose, let it fall. Be like nothing's happening, and all the kids gonna go crazy, and because they saw the ball fall, and now you're the victim. And every kid wants to see someone fail pretty much. It's way more funny than someone who does something crazy with the magic trick. They're gonna remember something funny and something that can happen to everyone. So take advantage of this. Tip number 3, it's never the kid's fault. Never. It's always your fault, and it needs to be always your fault because it's only a kid, right? You don't want the kid to cry or something like that. Again, I see so many magicians are like, oh, did you break the wand, or did you let the sponge ball fall on the ground, or things like that. So I came up with something really cool. Instead of having a breakaway wand and giving it to a kid and it breaks in their hand, have a wand that it can break in your hand and just act like nothing is happening, right? So you have a magic wand and the wand is is breaking, but you don't see it. You act like nothing is happening. And that's way more funny for the kids because they're all pointing at you, screaming, engage. It's super awesome, trust me. Try it. Tip number 4. Just be crazy. Be crazy in a good way, but don't be gross and like disgusting and stuff like that. You can be disgusting in a funny way as well. Think when you were young and you were listening to some cartoon and it was a bit gross, but it was funny, right? It was not like horrible and you're like, that's gross, you know? It needs to be funny. So again, just be a bit crazy with the kids. Smile with them, laugh with them, you know, like it's your friend, and it's gonna be awesome. And tip number 5, it's the most important tip of all. Have fun. Really have fun. Try to make your show the show you wanted to see when you were a kid. Make it colorful, make it funny, but have fun. The way I do my kid show now is that I imagine myself that I'm a kid again. I want to smile and laugh at things I wanted to see when I was a child, right? So I build my show around that, and especially my jokes or my little comedy bit, right? But again, just have fun, right? It's the key of anything, right? And yeah, enjoy.